Hello, Nick and Merlin.
Hello.
Hi.
Great to see you.
It's great to meet the both of you. And first off, just simply thank you for more Wallace and Gromit. And of course, Feathers McGraw, that's right here with me.
Oh, you're Nick.
He is camping out with me right now. But no, really thank you for this. It's a joyous film for me and brings about a lot of nostalgic memories growing up with these two and more. But first off, I want to start off with you, Nick. Wallace and Gromit has been part of your life for decades. What continues to inspire you about these characters?
Oh, boy. Well, they become kind of evergreen, really. They're always, since they first came onto the screen, and that kind of dynamic that kind of almost happened by accident in A Grand Day Out. That was while I was a student, really, still. And just that dynamic of Gromit with his brow, becoming the more intelligent one and the more sensitive and smarter, and Wallace, and that made Wallace the more idiotic, well-meaning and lovely idiot, insensitive, and that dynamic, which is so human, their relationship, which is Gromit gets annoyed with Wallace, but he go anywhere for him. They're like an elderly couple, really. They have that loyalty, and so you can kind of put them anywhere, and you can almost they'll find the comedy, no matter what you think of, and that's what's
a great double act.
You can't kind of stop, thinking about them.
Yeah, but what a world you built. And Merlin, as a director stepping into the world Nick created, what's been the most rewarding part of working on Wallace and Gromit? Because you do obviously have some history working at Aardman and some great projects there.
Well, I mean, I've worked with Nick for over 25 years in various different forms. Making a film like this is, well, it's both exciting and nerve-wracking all at the same time. I mean, one of the best things is that we're just so lucky to work with such an amazing team of craftspeople. So something that we really embrace on this film is the fact that it is handmade and that people are using their hands to make what you see up on the screen. For the most part, we do use some visual effects in the film, but for the most part, it's a handcrafted film, and the people have made this film the film it is, and that, for me, that's one of the the biggest joys of directing a film like this.
Yeah, well, we're all excited. We got a new film. I want to ask, a really fun question here is, which invention from any Wallace and Gromit story would you want in your house and why?
I'm probably gonna go with the rocket ship. I would love to go for a trip to the moon. That would just be amazing.
I'm just trying to think my mind has gone blank suddenly. But yeah, I mean, I would love to get you up, to get me out of bed in the mornings. That would be the perfect answer, because I'm not always on time for things.
Well, obviously there's a lot of great inventions that have been invented throughout the Wallace and Gromit stories, and those are some great ones though. I do want to ask lastly, what are some of the new techniques or innovations that were not originally around when Wallace and Gromit were first born?
Well, there's quite a lot, aren't there? I mean, the core technique is the same. Well, things like, actually, Wallace here, when Nick first made him, his trousers were made of modeling clay, and his top was resin, and his arms and his hands and everything else was modeling clay. But now his face and his hands are modeling clay, and the rest is silicone for the most part in this film. Not always, but for the most part. Yeah. And that does speed up the amount of animation we can do, because the animator isn't having to constantly re-sculpt Wallace, because the silicone holds its shape. And I suppose the other most obvious one for me is the cameras. So up until Were-Rabbit, we shot on film, and then for A Matter of Loaf and Death, we used digital stills cameras, which is what we still use to this day. So digital still cameras with cine lenses fitted in, and then that means we can integrate into a really modern post-production pipeline and get the best of both worlds, really.
Yeah.
Despite being in 2024, all the look and feel still feels classic and nostalgic. So I appreciate y'all keeping that alive with Wallace and Gromit. And thank you again for another great film. And I'm crossing my fingers that we get another one not too long in the future.
Yes. Keep crossing them, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we'll deliver.
I love that. Until next time, I really appreciate y'all.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Nice to see you.